Stop wasting hours following outdated Photoshop tutorials that don't produce professional results. In today's video, I'll walk you through a complete high-end retouching workflow from beginner fundamentals to advanced techniques used by professional retouchers. By the end, you'll have a workflow that delivers clean, premium quality portraits every time. Let's dive in. Before we begin, if you're serious about mastering Photoshop retouching, portrait editing, and professional color grading, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. I upload in-depth tutorials every week to help you become a better retoucher. Now let's jump right into Photoshop and start editing. Okay, so we have this beautiful image over here of our model. As you can see, she has very good skin. So first and foremost, we're gonna make a duplicate of the background layer by pressing Ctrl and then J, like that. Yeah, so we have it over here. That's layer 1 over here. Then we're gonna go ahead and then clean the skin. There are certain things on the skin that isn't looking too nice, so we're gonna go ahead and then just clear them out, and then we're gonna go ahead and then smoothen it out afterwards. All right, so Control 0 to fit to screen. So I normally use the spot healing brush tool and then the patch tool for this. And this image, I'm going to start with the spot healing brush tool. So I'm going to zoom into her face, and then we're going to locate any unwanted stuff on the face. I'm going to increase the brush size a little bit like that. Then I'm just going to brush on any dark spots or any pimple or any imperfection that I don't want to have on the image. So I'm just gonna brush. So the reason why I love to do this is it saves me time when I'm doing the skin smoothing or when I separate the textures from the colors of the image. Yeah, so at that point, I don't have to do this again. I'm gonna focus on other things. But then if you don't do it right now and then you get to that stage, you would have to still do this process again, and you're gonna have to do it 2 times because you're gonna work on the texture layer and then work again on the color layer, which won't help, especially when you don't have too much time on your side. So I prefer doing it now, and then later on I just proceed and then do the skin smoothing, and then yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead, just clean anything up from the skin. Mind you, I'm doing this on the layer 1 that I created over here. Yeah, so let's just go ahead. Yeah, so as I said earlier, the skin is looking nice. She has a very nice skin already, so there's no need to waste so much time cleaning up, working on the skin. I'm just gonna go and then do just a little bit of this cleanup, and then we're just gonna proceed and then create our frequency separation adjustment layers, and then do our final skin smoothing and skin retouching. All right, I think this is enough. So Control 0 to fit to screen once more. Let's check the before and after. This is the before and this is the after. Let me zoom in so that you can see it more. This is the before and then this is the after. Before and then the after. Control 0 to fit to screen once more. So from here, I'm going to create my frequency separation adjustment layer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to press and hold Control and G twice to make 2 duplicates over here, as you can see. So I'm going to rename the first one to texture, and then the second one, double click on the name and then color, as you can see. Then I'm going to hide texture layer like this, then select the color layer. Then I'm going to come here to filter. I'm going to select Gaussian blur, and as you can see, we have this dialog over here. But so you're going to steady this side. You're going to change the radius to a figure where you don't see so much details on the skin. Like you can see over here, it's looking kind of blurred. That is the look that we are going for. So we're gonna come and then select OK, like that's to accept the changes. So our image is looking a little bit blurrier than the actual image, than the original image. That isn't a problem at all. So we're gonna come to the texture layer like this, make it visible, then make sure it is selected, the texture layer is selected. Then we're gonna come to image, we're gonna come to apply image. Then over here, we're gonna change the layer to color. We're gonna keep the channel at RGB and then change or keep the blending mode to subtract like this, and then opacity at 100, scale at 2, and then offset at 128. Always make sure you keep this at this setting. When you change this, you're going to get a different result. All right, so with that said, I'm going to select OK over here, and as you can see, our image is looking grayish. Yeah, don't worry, we're still on it. We're going to fix this right now. So we're going to come to the layers once more. We're going to come to the blend modes and then change this to linear light. As you can see, our image is back to how it was. It's looking like we haven't touched it or anything like the original image, right? So we're going to come here, select the texture, hold Control, and then select color, and then Control G. And then let's change the name of this. Double click on the name and change it to FS. That is frequency separation. Let's select enter. All right, so we have our frequency separation created over here for us. So once again, if you want this created for you automatically, I have it in my digital store. You can check it out and then download. So you're gonna skip all this step. You're just gonna press it one time and it's gonna create all this for you. Yeah, I have other plugins and other actions over there as well, so you can just check it out and then download and use for a project. All right, so with that said, let's come back. So we're gonna select our color layer like this, and then we're gonna come here to the tools panel and then select our mixer brush tool. That is what we are going to use to smoothen the skin into this tutorial. All right, so we have it here. Let me zoom and increase the brush size. So you're going to use the open and close bracket keys to either increase the brush or decrease the brush size. Yeah, so mind you, we have the color layer selected. We're going to do this on the color layer. All right, so we have some settings over here that we have to pay attention to as well. So let me quickly take you through. So we have this as our brush, control to the brushes. We're not going to touch that. So we're going to come here and then make sure this is set to clean brush, and then make sure this is deselected, and make sure this is selected. Then come here, change this to custom. If it's not already on custom, make sure you change it to custom. All right, then we're going to come to the wet to 80%, load at 75%, mix at 90%, and then flow at 100%. So make sure you keep this in mind. But the wet is likely to change, yeah, depending on the results you're having on the image. All right, let's go to the image. All right, so I'm gonna zoom out. Let me just come here like this. So once again, I'm using my stylus to do this. So I'm going to start brushing. So from here, you're going to use the open and close bracket keys to either increase or decrease the brush size. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and then start brushing gently on the image. So another tip that I mostly share is whenever you're brushing, make sure you're brushing within the tones that you are smoothing. If you're brushing in the midtones, make sure you're brushing the midtones. If you're brushing in the highlights, make sure you're brushing only in the highlights. Don't try and then mix them up. Otherwise, your image is going to look flat without any form and shape. All right, so I'm going to brush gently, just smoothing the skin. Another thing too, you are not changing the image. We are only enhancing it and making it look much better. So just take your time with it. Don't um, overdo it and then make it look like it's some kind of toy or some plastic. Yeah, so you take your time and then you brush. So you're gonna brush gently like that. I'm tempted to speed this side up, but I'm just gonna leave it like this for this video. I'm not gonna speed this side up. I just want you to see how exactly I do it. So you're gonna take your time and then keep brushing gently like that. If you're having or you're loving the video so far, kindly like it, and then don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't subscribed yet, and you can share it to your friends as well. Once again, you can check out the link in my description box below. I have my digital store over there. You can support me by purchasing anything in the store. Yeah, you can drop a comment as well. I'd like to know where you're watching me from. If you have any questions too, you can also drop it in the comment section. So you're just gonna take your time and then keep brushing like that. Not too much, just little by little. All right, so we're gonna come to the hand, to the fingers, sorry. We're just gonna brush on the fingers like that. I'm gonna come here too. And come back to the nose. All right, now let me zoom out. Let's check the before and after. This is the before, and this is the after. This is the before, and this is the after. As you can see, our skin is looking smooth, and we've lost some textures and some little highlights, but we can bring them back afterwards. So you don't have to worry about it at all. So let's go ahead, keep brushing, smoothing the skin. All right, let's zoom out once more to check how everything is looking. That is one thing that a lot of people don't do. Always try to zoom out and then check how the image is looking from afar. Because when you look at it like that, you get to see the overall look of the image. But then when it's zoomed in, it's like you're focused on editing one side, and you're not gonna see how the actual image is looking overall. So I always advise that you zoom out and you check how the image is looking when you are retouching it or when you're smoothing the skin. So afterwards, you're gonna increase or decrease the brush size and then just try to blend the tones in to make it look nice. Let me zoom out a bit more. Let me check the before and after. This is the before, and this is the after. This is the before, and this is the after. Okay, now let me zoom in. Brush this side a bit. Okay, so the skin is looking nice, it's looking smooth. Now let me come to the texture layer, and then let's try to remove a little bit of this hairs from here. Let me zoom in so that you can see it more. So I'm going to come and then select spot healing brush tool. Then we're going to come back to the side. Let me decrease the size a bit. I'm just going to brush onto the strands of hair to just remove them. Just trying to line the hairs up to look much better. Okay, so all right. So this is how our image is looking now. So let's go ahead and then bring back the highlights into the image. So I'm gonna come here, select this. I'm gonna come here to the adjustment layers, and then I'm gonna select selective color like that. I have the options over here. So you're gonna set this to white like this, and then you're just gonna drag on the blacks in the white, right? You're just gonna drag the black back like this. As you can see, some highlights appearing on the image. So let's check. There's the before and there's the after. It's not much, but it's there. Let me zoom in so that you can see it. So there's the before and there's the after. The before and the after. Adding the whites to it. So I'm just gonna select it, Control I to invert. Then I'm gonna select my brush tool, and I make sure it is set to white. White meaning reveal, and then black meaning hide. I'm gonna increase the brush size and then just brush onto the places that I want to maintain the highlights. And just do it gently to bring back the highlights into the image. Then there's a highlight on her nose. Then over here too. Let me zoom out. Control 0 to fit the screen. So that's how our image is looking afterwards. So let's check the before and after. So this is the before and this is the after. This is the before and this is the after. All right. So if you think the effect is too much, you're just gonna select it and then just lower the opacity like this. Let's check the before and after. There's the before and there's the after, the before and then the after. Then select and then just decrease the opacity. So before and then the after. All right, so this is what we're having for this tutorial. Thank you so much for joining. Check out other videos over here, and if you have any questions to drop, you can also drop it in the comment section. I'm gonna reply to you, and then yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.